Is it just me? Or does this OBJ talk seem a little bit different? What's going on, YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another video. So we got a short week this week, right? We just got done with the ass whooping of the Vikings. Now we got to turn around. We got a short week, and we got the Vagiants. The Vagiants. The Midgets. Whatever you want to call them. Whatever nickname you want to call them. That's who we have. An injury-ridden team that it looks like only Saquon is the only saving grace. And yet, they still can't even beat the Detroit Lions. That's right. They lost to the Detroit Lions last week at home. How embarrassing. And it wasn't just a loss. They got their asses whooped by double digits. And it just as it looks like OBJ might not sign with Dallas, that he might go somewhere else, 66 inches in Buffalo. The Giants lose to Detroit. And the Cowboys win by 37. They put up 40, but they win by 37 against who was supposed to be the number one team in the NFC, minus the Eagles. But you know, it's 1A, 1B. Who really gives a shit, right? Because if the Dallas Cowboys play the way they play on offense, complementary football, the defense does what it does. Guess what? This team, there's no reason why this team cannot put up at least 35 every week. I said it, 35. And this is not me drinking the Kool-Aid, because this is what I've been saying about how Dak Prescott and how Kellen Moore needs to call plays. Go back and watch. I've been saying it. Been saying Kellen Moore needs to be more balanced. You ran the ball 30 plus times with your running backs, and you only passed the ball 25. You had Dak Prescott drop back 25 times. Now, Cooper Rush had a few more drop backs because, let's face it, after they decided to turn off the game Sunday evening, yeah, they decided to put Cooper. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. Cooper Rush didn't come in until midway of the fourth quarter. They actually turned the game off for 96% of America about middle of the third quarter. And they said they're going to go to a more competitive game. Now, this is what the Cowboys offense can look like if Kellen Moore calls these type of games again. I've been the only one saying it, that this needs to be a balanced attack. And for people that sit there and say Dak Prescott is the reason, I'm sorry to say, there's no way he's the reason. Did he have 3 or 4 great throws that I've been saying that's all he needs to make? Absolutely. Absolutely. The reason we won is because Kellen Moore called the correct game. Having the runs at the right time. We were able to stop the run with the defense this time. We were able to get turnovers, and we sacked I want to say Carson Wentz, but Kirk Cousins, what difference is it, right? What difference is it? 7 times. Now, like I said, 66 inches of snow, a loss in your home, on your home field to Detroit, and Dallas puts up 40, wins by 37, all while we're waiting for OBJ to figure out what's going to happen, who's going to get him, and it seems like the front runners are the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Now, I have been trying to dub this the OBJ Bowl, because that's exactly what this is. The OBJ Bowl. And whoever wins this game, if OBJ is in Dallas this Thursday, I'm going to say it right here at the 4-minute mark. If OBJ's in Dallas this Thursday, by Friday night, there will be a deal done. He's not even going to New York unless he meets with New York there in Dallas Thursday evening. But if the Cowboys win and OBJ's there in Dallas on Thanksgiving, OBJ's not leaving Dallas without a contract. I can guarantee it. Look, in prior years, I could tell you no, he's not going to come here, even if I thought there was going to be maybe a meeting. But the rumblings are just way too much. I understand that Jerry and Steven talk too much, and when they talk too much, stuff doesn't get done. But explain to me how time after time, and it's more than enough talking. Way more than usual. And then for him to sit there and say, you know what, we're gonna stop talking because we're gonna get this. Basically, we're gonna get it done. And look, I don't listen to media. I don't do any of that stuff. But when every single media outlook is over there saying OBJ is basically a Dallas Cowboy, it's hard not to listen. Because you do have guys out there who will say other things, and those guys end up being correct. Because you know who the frauds are in the media. But when they're all saying the same thing, it's kind of hard not to listen. The only downfall about OBJ coming to Dallas is that it's going to have Kellen Moore probably be a little bit more pass happy. Because he's probably going to think OBJ is the OBJ of old, and he's not. OBJ is a guy who's going to help you getting those 3 to 4 catches a game that is going to be needed of him to move the change in crucial times. When Dak Prescott needs to make those throws, and OBJ is going to be there. Or he's going to be there to help take away the double team from someone else, because you cannot double team everyone. And let me tell you, OBJ is going to command the respect on the field. Look, all signs are pointing to Dallas. Look, I called the 07 signing of Terrell Owens when I was watching ESPN, and they were pointing out which teams. It was Dallas and 2 other teams. And he decided to come to Dallas. And this time, guess what? I'm calling it again. I'm calling it again. OBJ, when we win Thursday, is going to be a Dallas Cowboy. He's not, if he's in Dallas this Thanksgiving, he's not leaving without a contract. Also, it's just too perfect for him not to be here. And the tweets and the back and forth with OBJ and all the Cowboys players, I don't see how he doesn't come here. It's just way too fitting for him to be here. And everyone that's over here knocking and hoping that we get him because he ain't going to do anything for us, you'll have no idea what you're talking about. But OBJ will be a Dallas Cowboy. And if I'm wrong, snip it, cut it, edit, do what you got to do to make fun. But I'm calling it right now. Thursday night or Thursday evening, afternoon, is the OBJ Bowl. But anyways, guys, that's all I got. I'm out. Peace.